Have you ever noticed how fashion trends spread? When one person confidently carries an outfit, he or she sets a new style statement, and many others join in to follow. Either inadvertently or by choice, this person becomes a trendsetter. And the world, instead of questioning the aesthetics or viability of the new trend, simply follows along to fit in, making it the new normal. This behavior has its roots firmly planted in the psychology of imitation, and we're here to discover where it truly originates. To make this possible, let's understand a simple concept in computer science called objects. Think of an object as something visible or tangible. Take, for example, this basketball. In computer science, every object is defined by its properties and functions. This basketball is defined by its properties like being orange and black or having a radius of 7 cm, and its functions like being able to bounce or roll over. If it were a child's first time discovering a basketball, they'd probably throw it around and soon discover how a basketball is different from a football or a tennis ball. Larger in size than a tennis ball and much bouncier than a football. A basketball has properties and functions which are specific to its utility. But notice how the child isn't surprised by the shape of the basketball. That's because the child already carries a basic idea of what balls look like, a sort of built-in template. We all start with these mental templates long before we ever see the actual object. In computer science, objects work in exactly the same way. Sometimes when we build or define a new object, we place it as a subcategory of another object. That simplifies our job considerably because the objects share common properties. Let's take, for example, a bunch of car brands: BMW, Honda, and Toyota. All their cars have common properties called proto-properties. 4 wheels, a steering wheel, takes fuel, moves forward or backward, has doors. But they also have their distinct features or unique properties. Like a BMW can either be luxury or sporty. A Honda is efficient and practical. And a Toyota is both durable and hybrid friendly. Without this unique identity, a BMW would be no better or different from a Honda, and you as a consumer wouldn't be able to differentiate between them. Wouldn't that be a little boring? A world with identical cars that can't reflect your choice. Well, adopting fashion trends is only one example of imitation psychology. In reality, we as a society often prefer to follow trends. Trends in fashion, investments, music, and much more. When a fashion trend in school spreads like wildfire, it's actually the students with no distinct sense of style who adopt the trend without any questions. When funding in crypto or gold skyrockets overnight with a herd mentality, chances are that not many investors know about the risks or rationale behind their move. Or when a trashy song goes viral overnight, most people just want to feel part of the community and repeatedly hear the song to develop a taste for it. In computer science, new objects borrow methods from a prototype until they're ready to define their own. People do this too. When you haven't built your own beliefs yet, you end up using someone else's, your parents, your friends, your feeds. That's basically what a trend is. Borrowed behavior at scale. But the more you outsource your choices, the more you dilute yourself. You study what's popular, try hobbies because someone else loves them, dress like your favorite creator, travel where someone told you to, and suddenly, nothing in your life actually reflects you. Well, we all start by imitating. That's how children learn. But at some point, if you want to grow, you have to switch from inheriting perspectives to discovering your own. So stop running on borrowed methods. Start defining your own. The choice is always yours.